Hi, this is Susan at Cochineal Design Studio, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to create a full-scale PDF pattern from Garment Designer for Windows users. You might ask, why might you want to do this? The reasons are various. You may want to print your pattern at a printing center like Staples or other office supply place. You might have a plotter and want to prep your pattern to print on your plotter. If you are doing projection onto your fabric, you can prepare your pattern from Garment Designer with the grid to project onto your fabric. And or you may want to take your pattern into Photoshop or Illustrator for other creative purposes, such as digital printing images onto the pattern and then onto fabric. We have two free utilities that we like to suggest. We recommend these because Microsoft's own PDF printer is not very good for choosing large paper size formats. So the two utilities are Qt PDF and or Bullzip. Let's begin now by downloading Qt PDF utility. So this is their website, qtpdf.com, and you can go in here and click on the writer and then click on the download. It will download, and then you open the file. It's very quick. And run the installer. And essentially what this is doing is setting up another printer of sorts that you will see in the print settings of your computer. They have another program called PDF edit, I think it is, but for now, we're just going to focus on the task at hand. So now I'm going to go into Garment Designer, and I've opened the program. I'm in 2.5.3, but you could do this also in 2.9, any version really. But what I'm describing here is a Windows process. On the Mac, it's built into the operating system. So you can go ahead. I'm just going to give this garment a little bit of style. I will do like an A-line. And I will maybe do a boat neck. And I will do a boat neck with a modified bead back. And I will do a medium length sleeve. Okay. And then you'll want to prep your file with hems, etc. And I'm just going to hold the shift key and click on all my hems and go to Addition, Add Hem. And I'll just make them all be 1 inch. And then I will go to Addition, Global Seam Allowance. Click OK. But since I'm going to lay this fabric on the fold, I don't want the seam allowance up, center, front, and back. So I will go there and go to Additions and do Custom Seam Allowance and set it to be 0. And that gives me the pattern. Okay. At this point, I would usually print this, what you're seeing on the screen, out in landscape mode on a single sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper to have a record of my document. But of course, first thing we should do is do a save. And I will call this Save As. And I have some Qt PDF testing folder here. So I'm going to call this my first PDF test for A-line. And it will save this with a GDS file, which is a Garment Designer format. And Garment Designer will only be able to reload files that end with a GDS that were saved from Garment Designer. So I will click Save. Okay. Now, to prep it for large scale, usually what I do is I go and turn off the dimensions. Okay. I go and turn on Final Pattern Mode. And then I will go and scale to actual size. And then you can go to Display and choose Show Pagination and or Print Preview. And this will show you, if I were printing an 8.5 by 11s, which is what it thinks I'm going to be doing, how many sheets of paper this would take. But now I'm going to go into the page setup and choose Qt PDF as if it were the printer. Okay. And then in the paper size, I will slide up to the proper paper size. Now, let me cancel out of this and just show you something. If I click inside a pattern piece, it's showing me down here in the info bar that the greatest height is 25 1/4 and the greatest width is 11 3/4. I just need to make sure my paper size that I choose is bigger than that. And you can check all of these. But normally what I do is I choose one of their built-in sizes. Again, go to PDF, go to, just slide up here and you'll start to see some written out in terms of inches. So I'm just going to take the 22 by 36 and click OK. And I leave it in portrait because these pattern pieces are more portrait than they are landscape. And you can see now I'm only on 3 pages. Garment Designer puts 1 pattern piece per page. And that's just a fact. And if you have a more sophisticated version of Acrobat, you can join up the pattern pieces by copying and pasting them back and forth. But for now, we are ready to create the PDF. So now you go to Print and make sure you're in PDF. Choose Print. A new dialog is going to open in a moment. And down here, I have chosen to open up my saved file immediately and open them up with the default PDF viewer, which happens to be Acrobat Reader on this computer. And I've been doing lots of tests, but let's just say boat A-line shorter sleeve. And then I'll click Save. And now this is opened up in Acrobat. You can see that there are 3 pages in the file here, page 1, page 2, page 3. And now you can take that PDF file to your business of choice. There's even online services that will print your patterns for you, and away you go. If in Garment Designer you had turned on the grid, then the grid will print and then do the print. You would have a gridded version, and that I sometimes use for grain line and various other things. I like to print with the grid. A lot depends on what type of machine they're using for printing. If it's a printer plotter type of thing, then the grid is easy. If it's a plotter where they're actually doing a plot in the old manner, then they may not want to print all the grid lines, but I happen to like the grid lines. So anyhow, that's the process. It's not that difficult, and away you go. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at info@cochineal.com. Also, go check out our pattern making software if you are not familiar with it, Garment Designer for Windows or Macintosh computers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel for future videos and all our past inventory of videos. Thanks so much.